Yes, sir. You already know what time it is, man. You see the title. You know why you clicked on this video. One of the best basketball games to ever fucking exist. NBA Street Volume 2. I don't know how many videos I've done in NBA Street so far. I'm gonna keep doing them, goddamn it, because it's the best goddamn basketball series of all time. Don't at me, nigga. Don't at me, nigga. Don't at me. What we talking about here? What? 2K?
Try!
NBA Live?
Try!
NBA Ballers?
Try!
NBA Shootout?
Try!
NBA Inside Drive?
Try!
What was the other ones? NBA Jam?
Try!
Anyways, though, without further ado, man, we finna get right into this, man. This is why NBA Street Volume 2 was good for its time.
Now, when I think about basketball games from the early 2000s, there's always one game that stands out. NBA Street Volume 2.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't just a basketball game, it was an experience. I'm talking about a perfect mix of hip-hop, attitude, and over-the-top fun. This was a time before everything was online, before live service games and constant updates. Back then, you brought a game, popped it in, and just played for hours. In NBA Street Volume 2, man, that game hit different. If you grew up in that era, you probably remembered that intro, that deep voice saying, and then the beat drops, the camera pans over the court, and then you're hyped. It felt like the start of something special.
Who got game when it comes to this
EA
basketball?
Sports had already made a name for itself with titles like SXX and Def Jam Vendetta. They specialized in sports games with personality, wild tricks, larger-than-life characters, and music that slapped. The first NBA Street came out in 2001. It broke away from the serious tone of games like NBA 2K and Live. It wasn't about realism, it was about freedom. 3-on-3 basketball with no fouls, no rules, no limits. It gave players something new, a taste of street ball culture, and when NBA Street Volume 2 dropped in 2003, it didn't just continue that formula, it perfected it. I'm talking about better visuals, tighter gameplay, a deeper roster, and that soundtrack, that legendary early 2000s soundtrack.
I just wish they would have held out until LeBron and them got drafted, bro. If they would have held out till LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony got drafted, and then put this game out, yo, this shit would have been fucking phenomenal, bro. And considering the fact this is probably the last time that EA was gonna have the license to Michael Jordan, this shit would have went out. This shit would have went out beautifully, my nigga. This shit would have went out beautifully if they just held out for just a couple of more months. Just wait till LeBron, Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, wait till them niggas get drafted, then throw them on the oh my god. Yo, and then if they could have waited out a little longer, we could have possibly got the Gary Payton, Karl Malone, Kobe and Shaq Lakers. Bro, they missed out, bro. They should have held out just a little bit longer to put this game out, bro. Just so that way they can have the rosters, bro. Imagine rookie LeBron, Melo, and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in this game, along with the superpowered Los Angeles Lakers, bro. This shit would have been fucking fire.
Now, I can't play any of that music because it may lead to a copyright strike, but just trust me. From the moment the game loaded, you could feel the soul in it. The menus had graffiti art, the music blended old school hip hop and smooth beats from artists like MC Lyte, Pete Rock, and Nelly. You
had me at Pete Rock and Nelly, but MC Lyte.
Try.
It said CL Smooth. Could have said Redman. It said Nate Dogg. It said MC Lyte.
Try.
Ain't nobody checking for no MC Lyte.
It wasn't just background noise, it was the heartbeat of the game. And speaking of Nelly, he was even a unlockable character in the game.
Fun fact, 50 Cent was also supposed to be in the game, but due to his criminal past, he couldn't be flown out to EA. He couldn't be flown out to Canada. He couldn't get past the Canadian borders because he had a criminal past, and because of that, he wasn't able to be in the game. So imagine that, the 2003 draft class plus the the super team 04 Lakers plus 50 Cent. This shit would have been 10 times more. Bro, do y'all understand the possibility? Do y'all understand why I be talking about these old ass, or I'll be playing and talking about these old ass games? Because they was just a heat, bro. This is when the gaming industry gave a fuck about their games, bro. Y'all little niggas will never experience that, bro. Y'all little niggas are getting fucked and y'all don't even know it.
The art style was bold and colorful. Every character looked like they stepped out of a comic book, exaggerated but cool. And my man Allen Iverson had his trademark crossover. Shaq looked like a walking tank. And when you dunked, it wasn't just a dunk, it was a statement. It wasn't trying to copy the NBA. It was building its own world, one that felt raw, fun, and full of life.
Exactly.
At its core, NBA Street Volume 2 was simple. 3-on-3 basketball, first to 21 points, no out of bounds, no fouls, no timeouts, just you, your squad, and pure skill. The game rewarded creativity. You didn't win by playing safe, you won by playing stylish. You pulled off trick dribbles, fancy passes, and insane alley-oops. Each move fills your game breaker meter, and when that meter was full, it was showtime. The screen would flash, the beat would drop, and your player would pull off a dunk so ridiculous it broke the laws of physics. And when that game breaker landed, it didn't just score points, it took away points from your opponent. It was the ultimate flex. And if that wasn't enough, you could store away your game breaker, build up your meter again, and pull off a level 2 game breaker that was even crazier. And playing with friends made it even better.
Man.
I remember those after school sessions, me and my cousins huddled around the TV, talking trash,
Man.
yelling every time someone got.
What you saying, bro? Man, them some good times, boy. Go to my cousin's house, man. He had this shit loaded up, man. We be running this shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, the first couple of times I got my ass whooped. Then when I finally got the game for myself and I started playing and I started getting the controls out, couldn't nobody stop me. Nobody could stop me. I was undefeated at this game.
I hit with a game breaker. Nobody cared about who won in the end. It was all about who looked the best doing it. Those were the moments that stick with you. They made you feel like a part of something bigger, a digital version of street culture. Volume 2 also had one of the best rosters ever. You had every NBA team from that time in the stars. Kobe, Iverson, Garnett, Shaq, T-Mac, all in their prime. But what made the game truly special was the addition of legends. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, all playable. And not just one version of Jordan, you got 3. Rookie Jordan, Prime Bulls Jordan, and Wizards Jordan. No other game had done that before. Then there were the original street ball characters, names like Stretch, Bonafide, and Biggie Littles. They weren't real NBA players, but they had huge personalities. Stretch, with his tall frame and afro, became the face of the series. He looked like he came straight out of a 1970s basketball film, confident, flashy, and unstoppable. These characters gave Volume 2 its identity.
Yep.
They weren't just filler, they were the soul of the game.
And this is what I was speaking about when I was playing NFL Street Volume 2. I was like, where are the boss characters at? That's why I said NFL Street Volume 2 is overrated as fuck. It could be fun to play once you get the hang of it, but for the most part, it's like I'm going through the main story mode. There's no bosses. There's like nothing. It's like, bro, I'm just playing to beat teams and upgrade my character. It's like, what else? Like, after I upgrade my character, it's like, what else do you want me to do? Just play the game? That's boring. There's lack of immersion. And that's what I was saying when I was talking about NFL Street. NFL Street don't have that same immersion as NBA Street does. NBA Street, they got bosses. They got certain levels that you want to unlock and shit like that. It's like, I'm playing this shit to beat Exhibit. Fuck Exhibit. I don't care about no fucking Exhibit. I'm doing all this to beat Exhibit. Not to unlock Exhibit and put him on my team, but to beat him. And along the way, you telling me there's no bosses, there's not a running back out there that's super fucking cold. There's not a fucking a quarterback or a cornerback or a linebacker that's just super fucking cold like that. You pick these players up and build your team and make your team super dominant. It's crazy how, as you play the game, you could exchange players. You could take a player and put him on, kick a player off to put another player on. But it's like there's no bosses. It's like I would rather, if I'm going to play on this field and I have to go through about 9 games. I have to go down a list of 9 to 8 games just to beat the map. Not to pick up any players that could really benefit my team, but fucking just to get the fucking map. Instead of me facing a boss and being like, hey, you beat the boss, you can pick him. He's now been, you can add him to your team, or you can stay with the team you already got. And then I would have loved for there to be random NFL players in this as well. I hate that you had to wait till you beat Exhibit to finally get to the NFL players. That's why I said NFL Street Volume 2 is overrated. It's not like NBA Street. And I'm like, I know a lot of people go, but you shouldn't compare. No, I can compare because they're both street games. I'm expecting the same level of immersion. And I understand that NFL Street Volume 2 came out literally in the same year as the first game. But if you're going to make all these improvements and all these enhancements to the game, at least give me some immersion or give me a reason to keep going back. It's like once I beat it, I don't want to play that shit no more. Like I already deleted that shit off my hard drive. I don't want to play that shit no more. Fuck NFL Street Volume 2. But aside from all that though, yeah, that's why in an NBA Street will always be king, bro. Out of all the Street series, NBA will always be the king. NFL Street could never.
Now, every great sports game needs that one mode that pulls you in. For NBA Street Volume 2, it was Be a Legend. You started as an unknown player that you would create. No reputation, no team, just dreams. You traveled from court to court, taking on local legends and NBA stars, trying to make a name for yourself. Each win earned you respect, new teammates, and better skills. It felt like climbing a ladder from playing on small neighborhood courts to going toe-to-toe with Michael Jordan himself. It was more than just a career mode. It was a journey, a story about proving yourself on the streets. I remember spending entire weekends in this mode, losing track of time, trying to unlock every character in every court. It was one of those rare games that made you feel proud of your progress.
Facts.
You didn't just play it, you lived it. Now back to that soundtrack, and let's be honest, NBA Street Volume 2 has one of the best gaming soundtracks in history.
Come on, man.
Classic hip hop mixed with 2000s energy. It had Pete Rock's They Reminisce Over You, MC Light's Ride With Me, and Nelly's Not In My House. Every beat matched the rhythm of the game. When you pulled off a dunk or a combo, the music made it feel like a highlight reel. It captured that perfect mix of basketball and hip hop that defined the era. Then you had the announcer Bobbito Garcia,
That's
aka
Bobbito Garcia, man.
Slice, that kept you hyped with his call-outs, no matter if you were playing defense or offense.
You know, when I was a kid, I had an aversion to reading sometimes. But right now, you're looking like an open book that, like, even if I didn't like to read, I'd want to read because it's so inviting to steal the ball from you.
He was either commenting on your skills or straight up making fun of you. Volume 2 came out over 20 years ago, but it still lives in people's minds. It's often called one of
I just realized Ben Wallace just did a slip and slide. What the fuck going on here, bro? I just realized Ben Wallace did a slip and slide, bro. Of all the people, Ben Wallace. Yeah, this game could be wonky at times, bro. Remember one time Shaq hit my ass with an Arthur-Heasy and threw it off the backboard. I was like, ain't no way.
the greatest basketball games ever made, and for good reason. It captures something most sports games forget: fun. It didn't try to be realistic. It didn't bury you in stats or online modes. It just made you feel good every time you picked up a controller. The visuals, the soundtrack, the gameplay, it all worked together like a perfect mixtape. It reminded you that basketball isn't just a sport, it's art, it's rhythm, it's timing, and it's style. Now, EA tried to keep the series alive with NBA Street Volume 3 and Home Court, but they never hit the same way. Maybe the world changed, maybe gaming did. I'm not sure, but Volume 2 hit a moment in time when gaming was pure, creative, and full of energy. Even now, fans are still begging for a remake. Reddit threads pop up every year asking EA to bring it back. Modders recreate it on PC, pirates emulate it on PC, and YouTubers make retrospectives. It's become a symbol of what we lost, that blend of culture, sports, and fun. And it's really easy to see why. In a world now where most sports games focus on microtransactions and realism, NBA Street Volume 2 feels like a time capsule. It reminds us why we fell in love with games in the first place. So if you ever find yourself wondering, what made the early 2000s gaming so special? Go back and look at NBA Street Volume 2, a game that turned basketball into art and made the streets legendary. Now,
definitely, man. But anyways, though, that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. Most definitely, man. This shit was, man. NBA Street, man. It was a moment in time, man. You just had to be there, bro. You just had to be there, bro. I'm just telling y'all, bro. You just had to be there, bro. If you wasn't there, I don't know what else to tell you, bro. You missed out, my nigga. But hey, greatness is still around. You just gotta say this pirate life is real, man. Go ahead and get that pirate shit. You know what I'm saying? Pirate this game. Don't buy this game. I know they charging like $500 for this fucking game. Hell no. Pirate this shit. Don't be no dork out here trying to buy the game for free. Trying to buy the game, trying to be legit and shit. I don't want to do anything illegal. Y'all niggas not about this life. That's one thing I'm starting to notice. This younger generation, y'all didn't grow up with LimeWire. So y'all don't know about this life. Y'all think y'all got to do everything legitimate. No, nigga. If it's on the internet, it's free. You just got to find a way, my nigga. You just got to find a way. But anyway, so that's just going to about do it for this one. I will see you all in the next video. Till then, deuces.